and then economic policies as well. So just like here, people want to know exactly what your policies are when it comes to the economy. Of course, everybody wants to make money. So just like it says here in Ghana, number one top priority that every voter or every electorate in America will look out for will be the economy. Number two, do you want to go through some slides before I go on?
No,
number
you can
two
still
is
go on. We're
healthcare.
just looking at the key battlegrounds and then also what the results are, especially when it comes to the House. We know that there's a majority so far that's been indicated.
Wow.
And already the Democrats with 173 seats. It depends on where you're watching it from so far. We also know that the Republicans controlling the Senate's 51, and then the Democrats just trailing by some 43. And when you take a look at the House of the Reps as well, 194 for the Republicans, and then also subsequently the Democrats also trailing. But the key conversations are neck to neck. You look at where the results need to be coming from the various electoral colleges across the states. And 277 for Trump already. He has made an initial speech. We won't call it a victory speech yet, but this is how it's turning out. 226 for Harris, the Democrats, and it doesn't look good for them. You can say that good, for the migrant population and the black community, they seem to have been indecisive about how they are seeing Harris. What really might have influenced that, knowing them as it is?
Of course, from every indication, she's colored herself.
Yes.
So she represents, when you talk about migrants in America, she represents them. So for the most part, many of them would want to influence people voting for her because, of course, it is an advantage. It is an advantage to them. But when you take a very good look or a very good listen to Trump's policies pertaining to migrants as well, if you have qualified documents, if you are a very, how do I even put it? If you're a person who didn't dilly-dally and now want to fight Wagadri moves to get into the United States, you are okay. But then if you pass through illegal means to get into the United States, that's when Trump may not be your favorite because he frowns on all of that as well. So that's why many immigrants would be pushing for Kamala to win, but unfortunately it doesn't look like she is winning Assad now. Trump seems to be in the lead, and during big issues, I think we watched a tape where already he was addressing the electorates, talking about the next phase of America's, what is it again? Let's make America great again, right? Yeah, so unfortunately, Kamala didn't make it. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 years, but yeah. I talked about economy. Yeah, yes,
you talked about the immigration issues or the migration issues.
Exactly.
Because Trump says that he's going to bring back tight controls across the borders, etc.
And many migrants do not like that. So they were hoping that Kamala would have won so that at least it would be eased out for them a little bit. But unfortunately, that's not what we are seeing right now. And the second thing every American would also look at before deciding who to vote for will be healthcare. Everybody wants accessibility. Everybody wants affordability when it comes to healthcare as well. The cost of prescription drugs and how accessible all these things are also things that Americans typically would look out for before they decide on who to
and
vote
Cookie,
for.
I know that when you go there, and since you go there very often, you find that they do a lot of consumer spending. They like to spend, go to the shop, their groceries and things like that.
Yes.
And so that becomes critical.
It is.
So if the day-to-day bread and butter issues are not ironed out for them, it becomes a problem.
They are not going to vote for you at all.
Wow.
It is very important to them that. Okay, so I'm told we have to go on Zoom.
We have to go onto Zoom. Okay, so we'll be speaking to Dr. Dan Kipo, Senior Research Fellow, the Legon Center for International Affairs and Development and Diplomacy. Good morning to you, Dr. Kipo.
Good morning.
And you have been doing the analysis over the last 48 hours, right here on the channel as well. And then you're looking at what the results have been. Were you surprised or have you been surprised by the outcome?
Not really surprised, but well, what surprised me is I didn't think that Trump would have been able to take over the battlegrounds or the swing states as projections are put in. Maybe he could have taken 4 out of 3, but surprisingly, he has taken virtually all. So that margin was quite surprising, but well, that is what the voters have decided. It means that they have gone for Trump's policies, and it's not only just at that level, it's quite, yeah. So I'm a bit surprised with the swing or the battlegrounds that taking over all. That is where my surprise is.
And we know the composition of some of those battleground states. The traditional battleground state, you take also a critical look at the demographic mix-up, both either first generation, second generation, third generation migrants population, so to speak. What are the impacts or the effects or the ramifications for America, the migrant population, and the rest of the world?
Yes. Well, I believe that if at the end of the day Trump is declared the winner, which the signs are getting closer, the migrant population certainly will be a bit nervous. They will be a bit worried because of the hard policies, immigration policies of Donald Trump. Trump does not hide his emphasis. He keeps on saying he's going to continue the war just to stop the Latinos, to stop other countries moving into America. And those who found themselves within the country, he is always ready to find a way to get them expelled, whether deportation or whatever means, to get them out of America. And that is going to be a worry because we may have a situation where some parents find their way and they will take them out. There was a situation where even kids will have to be separated from their parents. Yeah. That kind of thing is what people will start to think. Are we going to have this kind of experience under Trump? So it's the migrant population certainly will be worried with the victory of Donald Trump because he is going to be very hard and they will not find it very easy. But for those who have their permanent resident or their citizenships, I don't think they are worried. It's the undocumented ones that are worried with the coming to power of Donald Trump. That is where the worry will come from.
Just stay on, and then let me get to Cookie. And usually, if you look at Dr. Kiddo's own comment, the migrant population, but practically, how is it? They use people's social security to work, or how does it work?
Even these days, it's very difficult to even use someone else's documentation to work because there are certain messages that comes to your phone for you to do certain confirmations and all.
In real time.
Exactly, in real time. So these days, if you're working with someone else's documents, it is very difficult because it's not the same phone numbers that you're using. And these were things that they were hoping would have been maybe tweaked a little bit to ease up the whole migration or immigrant situation. That's why most of them were rooting for Kamala to win. But sir, if I may ask you, let's talk about voter turnout. Have you been able to track how well it's done for 2024 versus 2020?
From my reading, one of the very clear area that became very obvious was that there was a high number of, that is the gender aspect. There was quite a good number of women showing up this very election than previously. And the analysts, the campaign team of Harry, of course, wanted to, they were very having the hope that that trend is most likely to come in their favor. But it looked like things didn't go that way. Another aspect of an observation, which was not a good signal for the Harry campaign team, was the reluctance of the black population. It seems they were not so much coming forward in terms of numbers compared to 2020. So that was not a very good signal.
Right.
And that also, I'm sure it affected their side.
And when you hit the streets of America, most Democrats, especially colored people, were saying that Biden was left far too long in the open, to the point where the time that Kamala was brought in, the time was just way too short, and that's what's affected the results that we are seeing right now. Do you think that there were other options or better options, if I can put it that way, to have propelled the Democrats into winning this election?
Yeah, I think I agree with that observation. One of the good things that I think Joe Biden has not helped the party much. And even for him stepping down, it's like he was forced
to step down.
So all the signs, even the first debate, I think that he shouldn't have even made himself available.
Right.
But he waited for the disaster, the poor performance to happen before. And even after that, he was still not willing to step down. So Biden might also be a key player who has really not helped the party. The signs were very obvious. From a political point of view, I was of the view that Joe Biden should have just
stepped down a long time ago.
By the end of the whole year, he shouldn't have even been at the front line. So that at least the vice president or whoever would have come in with that had enough time. Possibly others also are of the opinion that he did so to block potential ones to join. Maybe he wouldn't have fever hurry, but that is also another point.
Okay.
So it certainly, Joe Biden hasn't helped the party. Yes.
But considering that, first of all, the Democrats had a colored candidate, number one, and then number two, being female, would you say you are impressed by the figures that Kamala Harris has churned out so far? Did you think she was even going to do this well?
Yeah, that is, possibly. It's a bit, because of the Americans, sometimes it's a bit difficult to, well, yeah. But what I am not sure is that it looked like, if you compare the time of Clinton, Hillary,
right,
and you look at this, I am not. It looked like the American voters, they don't look quite. I don't know how to put it. The gender dimension, it seems it's not getting the needed
attention that it should get.
Attention, right? Yes. So I was even very keen that once quite a number of women were, the tenor was very high, was very optimistic that it might go in favor of Harry. But it seems that gender aspect is not getting the needed support.
So would you say that it appears that America is not ready for a female president?
That's what the data, or that's what the voting pattern is showing, but we may not be able to say so explicitly that they are not. But for the fact that women are at the front, vice, and this is the second time of having a presidential candidate. For me, I think that is a good one. And when the time comes, I think it will be so obvious.
Okay.
So it's still possible America will have a female president.
Okay.
Yes.
Roland, any further questions?
Well, certainly. And it looks like once Trump gets a hold on the presidency, it has a ripple effect on international diplomacy. China, on one hand, he's been talking a lot about the Russia-Ukraine war, and then talking a lot on Israel, and what also does it portend for Africa as well?
Yes, Donald Trump doesn't have much very good policies for Africa, at least if I can look at his 4-year tenure. He has some, I don't know whether it's a personality problem. He doesn't seem to like much of African people. And so his policy certainly might not bring any good effect that we expect. But, well, this is the second coming. It might be different from the first coming. But he doesn't have any history of showing very good policies coming closer to us. He might be right. He is quite conscious of Middle East. That is very present to him. China, very. But Africa, I don't think Trump has very good.
Okay. Before we let you go, sir, do you think there'll be any legal challenges emanating from the results that we have so far, or you think that it will be accepted so that life moves on in America?
Well, I think politically the Democrats don't go into some of this litigation so much. That is not their political. They don't do that. If you look at the Al Gore was fine. And so it's the Republicans that rather sometimes go into such things. So I don't see the Democrats
contesting it or anything like that.
I don't foresee that. They are quite, they easily concede and allow things to go that way.
All right. Okay, yes. Roland, no more questions?
Oh, certainly. But Dr. Kino, thank you very much for sharing your time with us. I'm sure that as we go through regular programming and giving viewers wide coverage as your election command center on the U.S. elections, certainly Dr. Kino will come in once again to give us the latest insight into all that. But let's take you back to the U.S. Donald Trump making that address again, talking all over.
Okay, I think we're going to go back to the tape later on, but yeah, our own very little analysis here on the U.S. elections. And it's quite funny what you mentioned about the migrant issues and people using other people's documentation to work. In this day and age, it is very difficult. You know, there are certain logins. When you work in a particular place, these days, there are certain logins that you must use. If they send you the messages for the code and for your personal information, and you don't know anything about it, bro, you are in trouble. So it's not as easy as it used to be.
You didn't say the word I thought you would have said.
No, I wasn't going to. No, I can't say it. No, bro. I just said bro.
Yeah. Because usually in our private conversation, something would have come up.
I won't say that.
But that would be serious. So, so for example, I was asking Kwesi Mensah, you know, he's a regular watcher of the show, why all the migrants, he's been a citizen since the year 2010, and says that he doesn't have any problem at all. But you know, sometimes you would want to see other brothers also come in, you know, the way you also came in and get the papers and all that.
But these days it's difficult. It's not that simple.
And Donald Trump is going to make it.
Thank you very much.
Even tighter. It's not going to be easy. Well, Donald Trump. Let's see how it goes.
I think that tape is ready now. Let's take a listen to incoming president, 47th American President Donald Trump.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
All right. This will truly be the golden age of America, according to incoming 47th President of the United States, Donald Trump. This is still TV3 New Day. Should we take a break before we cash out, Coco, or we should just cash out now? Should we take a break? Should we take a break? Should we take a break? Cash out now, take a break. Well, we have birthdays as well. Special happy birthday going out to Niels Adair of First National Bank. God bless your new age. You want to?
Well, certainly. So that question you asked. So Trump apparently is going to be the second to emulate a feat previously achieved by Grover Cleveland, who served 2 non-consecutive terms as the U.S. president between 1885 to 1889, and then lost, came back in 1893 to 1897. So that hasn't been achieved. That's 132 years. So he's the second in 132
Okay, to have lost an election, come back and then won it again.
US.
All right. Anyway, shall we cash out? Third person taking 2,000 Ghana cedis this morning. Third person, 2,000 Ghana cedis this morning. Who is it going to be? Let's draw. All right, our third winner for the morning, 0547-567... Congratulations to you, wherever you are. We'll do the last one after this break. After, of course, we do our birthday celebrations. We'll be right back.
Good luck! We'll ready. We are star 712. It's much more phone. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Let's
choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
No, maybe straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. That's it. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
there, tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. T&Cs apply.
Your passion, your views and stand means Faltu faces ill treatment and disrespect from everyone except her father and her cousin Pratap. Having been born a girl child, Faltu defies societal norms and fights against all odds to achieve her dreams of becoming a cricketer. Fate brings Faltu into contact with Ayan, a former cricketer from Mumbai who is visiting her village. Impressed by Faltu's strength and determination, Ayan helps her to pursue her dreams of being a professional cricketer, falling in love with her in the process. Ayan is engaged to Tanisha, a woman from his extended family circle. Will Faltu and Ayan overcome the numerous obstacles to their love? Get all the answers to these questions and more in Faltu, a tale of hope, determination and love. Catch Faltu Mondays to Fridays at 6 p.m. on TV3.
Yes! Here to Win Season 2 is back. Bigger, bolder, and more epic than ever. New challenges, new contestants, and a whole new level of teamwork. Get ready for fun, laughter, and unforgettable moments with me, Jacinta Okansi, and my incredible studio audience. Here to win!
Here to Win shows Sundays at 4 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Mix, Heaven Black Mosquito Spray and Coil.
If you're looking to listen to thought-provoking conversations, to avoid any further brouhaha, all this English to just say, I will do nothing. I will ghost him. So like what you be like,
I'm suddenly not feeling too well.
Answers to life's big questions. Has someone asked you to do kapoha before?
I don't drink.
You go to church and pray for miracles. But that's somebody's money.
The owner is going to come.
For a show filled with excitement, laughter, and unforgettable moments.
Me, I live life full of drama to the left, to the right. If you see me, look this side,
to games that keep you laughing. What in the name of Peppa Pig is going on here? Just As Tonight is the place to be, where the fun never stops.
Just As Tonight shows Fridays at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Onga.
200 Ghana City bonuses this morning just because you played, and unfortunately you did not win, but just because you played, we are dashing you 200 Ghana Cedi. So our last winner for the morning, telecell number 0502 798. 3 numbers come after that. Congratulations to you wherever you are. Thank you so much to all of you who played as announced. 20 to 30 of you will be getting 200 Ghana Cedis bonus just because you played cash out this morning. Tomorrow, when we come back, of course, once it's 6 a.m., you start playing, we'll be announcing I beg your pardon, how much we are giving out tomorrow just when we open the show. So please be on the lookout for that one. But special birthday one more time going out to News Ade of First National Bank. Congratulations to you. You tell me there'll be a party. I'll be waiting for that one. Now, if you are celebrating your birthday, you are blessed and highly favored. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to announce or mention all of you, but God willing, when we come back tomorrow, we will do that for you. So if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Remain blessed and highly favored. Do you have any birthdays? We have to go. We have to cross over.
I don't have already. The world leaders, the leading ones, have started congratulating Trump already.
Oh, wow.
So British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has already congratulated Donald Trump on his impending, and this is how Sky put it, looming, the looming election victory. And so President Zelensky of Ukraine also has congratulated Donald Trump for his impending victory. And this one, based on the projections so far, looks like Trump is headed to the Oval Office, as they call it. But that'll be it for our conversations right here. We have to take you to the community, where we bring you Community Manifesto. Let me say good morning to you, Jifa Gomashi, and you are with her, right?
Yes.
Good morning to you, Jifa Gomashi.
Ketu South. Yes.
Yeah.
Mommy, I called you last week. Was it on Friday? I think we showed it either on Thursday or Friday. I called you, but you were not able to respond. But good morning to you.
Okay, so good morning to you as well. She says she's having a walk from the Denu Junction ending at the SS Peter and Paul Park. And now let's take you to the constituency of Ejisu for Community Manifesto.
From the Ejisu constituency, precisely at the forecourt of Ladona Lounge. In fact, we had to break for some time because of the downpour or the heavy rain. I have with me here the municipal chief executive of the Ejisu municipality, and of course we also have the constituency chairman of the governing New Patriotic Party and the secretary. Of course, we're also expecting the National Democratic Congress parliamentary candidates and other members of the party to also join us. We have informed all of them as far as this particular program is concerned. For the MCE, he had to defy the heavy rains just to join us, and we thank him for that. I mean, as well as the chairman of the MPP in this particular constituency and the secretary. So we thank them for coming despite the fact that it was raining quite heavily. We are here and we are going to connect with the constituents. This is Community Manifesto, and this is your election command center. I am William Evans Sinkum. Early on, we had a session with the traders at the Ejisu markets. Let's hear their concerns, and then we activate the conversation from here. Banche, kama. Mami fantu suyi. Emsa enano ejano mami enejano wo famwana.
Ifa cho nyame adoma pa.
Na se say banche no ekosei.
Oh, banche dey say e wo ho pa.
We no de waboa no yi eyesei.
We are 10 cities.
Na 10 cities no ebo na gina ho for some time and I say abafom na akoso kakra.
Abafom. They say there. First na na wonimu. And the first na banche boarding pa. They say the Nyankopɔn adom eye board aba. Banche aba eburo wo ho bibia wo ho. De ehia bia aduane de opeso di a obedi asa de ope. Ti bibia agono kama.
Na wakwaye oba pani a wodwom ha ide ne bebusa se sembianka wo to nkra de ama wempi ana ban no a ede na wo hwe ne mu senka obetimi aye naija edwa so atimi akosoro
mempi me firi edwoso aba me firi wonwe ade ba akon ye problem kese kakra ne se na nsen na wonwe kwan no omo ye by se na se wo ma jama ese kwa no eso asai pa ene ne yesra abai se eho ampi no wo ma nanimre na abai emwae no wo ma ekwa no mai
se onwe no na jonkuma efri mu no na omo ye no
jonkuma ne yeminua mpapa ofase entina dawro ma yesra se eja wo no afiri ho na de obetra so no wo ma nanimre na eja wo hu abai na o ma emaye de ehwehwa no
maame wanu hwam me da se ena de enkomo na be ye de papa na megidi ese munya amosom beba na afei maba be kyerem adwen omra ye community manifesto ewo ekwan ne ho mame ne menua ben kasa ye sister Rasta wa hwe fe kontomre ye odia enya hwe kontomre ne odia
pachan
hey we de grip how na ye sen kontomre ne ye sen
Acho 5 cedi 10 cedis.
Ne board na efo. Wo na woton.
Kontomre de on say nsuo ne to a eba. But whether ne change kakra na ho ayedu. But say de kakra. Bank kakra.
Me sure kasa no asa brofo kakra wo mu. We school ni on.
Pacho and me SS last year.
Okay, nti wo boa ma kakra.
Chan.
Tomle na je ton kakra ne de twa fees na meboa.
Ene anwane ngo ne.
Oh, okay, we ni mu nyina ye modia. All right. Na wakoye school ni de. Se wunya wakonya, chikoro koso na edu dwa koso. Obi amra kontomre wa ha. Obi ameto kontomre. Obi ameto kontomre. So she's actually a student, and she just completed senior high school. That was a year ago, and she's helping the mother here in the market, and they are into the sales of. So we've been talking to her, and just to understand their concerns as far as this particular constituency is concerned, and as a student, what she expects of her member of parliament. Na MP, and there's a unyenebo impunimpua, a dear sem, and a obekacha no concern pan say.
Acho, yet say, and Cocabo mom. kwan na ye faso de kon kokra bom onye kwan na ye faso de kon na eyi wu ye njonkuma wu ye na omo be gi kwan ne so omo pese omo biem na omo ye ne kese omo ye sa no omo ye jonkuma ye ni wie na asa omo ye kwan na asa omo nye kwan ni ensha nye effective but na meguso omo ye like machines omo ye we no ba me who work bia asa omo sha da ye bia cause cars e fast de bia last time we nearly had an accident on that road there na car ba ko e di speed e ba nso ato na ba ko nso asa kwan na ye ketwa ba o mabiem na ehonnem amena deda the other side nti asa na car ne pese minim there ba me yam shame there are incidents ni see it was very scary nti asa ekwan ne nko na me de ehia me ehon ne fast kofie de bia nso to a eyiwi fa ehon ti aye brepa eni nkokra bom kwan ni nyina enye kra.
So actually she's talking about stalled road projects, and according to her, contractor was actually on the road, but that was around the time John Kuma died, and in the lead up to the by-election, they were working on the road, but now they are not seeing any action as far as that particular road is concerned. Mame, let's say.
I'm Adamo, Passion House.
We are pa Ubodieni.
Me Passion.
We are Pimana.
Me Passion Apim.
Oh, you. Now you said that saying.
Passion 20 na 10.
20 that's an boarding, Anna.
Say, I got a ne boarding, and it's sunny a bay.
Now, first on air tone is saying, as you see, no,
na Apim, Utua, a muje. Se susu de na bo mo den enti ebi wo hokra apem we da we almost 100 cedis enti wo betete wo betete na bo so e de enti ese osusu to a wo be ye ne ye e ma obi na no susu obi a obi ho a woni bi krampa wonya bi ye den edi
mame wona wote adwoso ha na community manifesto ye de abremo mo concerns e ye den mo how e wadwoso kromu ha no and as Ejisu constituency no e den we
yeah how dey bebre hayeti you feel free by enso to e boye enti e pese mo be bibi e pese on be bibi kakra awo market ha e maye ye bre pa infra enso to kakra na infra mafa ye kiri ye nyina timi tutu ti mo be bibi kakra maye eno an ehia
mame das mame na so e
yo me so me ha me ne se wo emwa kakra nsuo to nsuo boye ye ha fe so pa fo no so sesi adwuma no so eden ye ba so anya adwuma nye nti wo so nye na ebi nso ye so nti ye so wo gidie se nation time we die ba umia obeba ye wo gidie se ba umia de obeba nti ye de mpai bota na chi se obeba
na wempi so adien adien na de beto wempi anim
MP no so ya this dey when anima na say yes nsuo na eboye nti won ma pat won ma e baabi ni wonye apatama ye eno nko an hia ye all right so ye kwan so nye wonwe kwan no won ma betutu no won ma bese no won ma abese kwan no kula nti dey say won ma ye kwan ne mai ade san ye nya kan koye kurum nti won sa ma ye kwan ni ye mai ye hawa no
all right okay mama me da say okay, so let's go to the tomato sellers, also to get their views. Oba pane to say.
Eyo na onswe.
Nyamia don pa. O tomato si di efe pa.
Ai, efe angona.
Oh, okay. Efri ne fa bai.
Efri angona.
Oh, okay. It's a voter region.
By time.
Na say ne bo no did I say?
Ne boarding pa ne board edin
eden na mabo na eden
se ai amamo ne nkoyi e na amane amane bo eden ding we grandpa ye mponi na ne boarding first ne etokonko we 1.5 and then aba from kakla say 50 cedi so first lockdown kra na esi ne ma boarding kra it on 30 cedi ni 250 enye na yale bia ni wonum ne eto ni 50 cedi o man ni mu de mu odin yenze san ban no
na more problems so a year just constituency no dear way.
Oh, a problem they say. I had him say any man won't me go fabi or baby out. Or one of them my internet no so yana ama we and I do man him say so. That brene to say the enjoy a quiet the before into ya table na ye twitwa ho na ye kwan aye fam obi ono ma ene ma na titale so say ya said I hanum say ne ye ahanum say obi mbae aha me to da bre ni mienu na meja kwan ato anum say table ni tale wontimi mpie wo bewura man no ano no ntimi san soli bio eno so ha adwen pa
eti se nei wunya wampia edian na obeka kire no
de meka say do manum say die yes no hwe bibi no onye mfa homaye na dable no mo chen de o man che ni yie o man ja ye kwan ye de be fam.
All right, may I say okay, so we are still eliciting views from the Ejisu main market. All right, this is their main market, a major satellite market within the within the greater Kumasi commercial enclave. So let me talk to mommy here, just so we also understand the situation at hand. Ma, Michelle.
Yeah, Papa.
You say be aboko there.
Na me aduma ye.
Na edwa ko say.
Oh, edwa no. Said ye pese ye nya no. Enye sa na be ye kire say. First no. Na ye no so. Nti na ye twa ade pa. Se sensu no. Obia agibosen a odi bedidwa. Enipa ne se ya draw so first edwa no. Na ye finfin ha kakra bi. Se sensu de edwa no. Etwa ye hu nyina hia. Ko kan court down ho. Ekọ filling station watwam. Enti ye nya nti se de first na ye nipa be say 200 no. Ene dwemo say ye buro be 3000. Enti eda na edwa no eso beti. Enya ti se de tete na etie no. So ho. Ena se me ha obiom so Ejisu ba bia ye tie Ejisu price bi. Bola tank na esi ho no. I say more than 2 years. Ye nya tank ni bi mfa bola na nya den enwum. Me how kase pa anti yesre Ejisu mpanimfo na omo kan bi ewo mu no omo hwe kronu so no. So omo ma ye bola tank na ye mfa bola no engum. Eya na bola no etu hwa ye dodo. So omo mo aye e wo bola no why?
Afa bi osuso mean say wo de waka or how baako ene MP o ha e de asem na wo ka kira na say parliamentary candidate na omo so ehwe say ombenya tumi na free mo ho na oma komra hye bedwafie no e de asem na wo ka kira omo.
Me dia na ha me pa ne se ebra Jonkuma ebre omo eban me bisa mpanifo no omo ba ha se omo de sanitizer ba ha be cheche ana me bisa omo se ade ba ko ha me mpese me bisa omo ne se ye beto aba no a mutimi nya akwanya ba ye na ase ma ebe hu mu se mo banti ye ntoma mo but ye tu bia eno ano no mo mebusi anu masam ke wo mu anka be 2 years no ma ba no ma bebusa edwom ni ade ba bia ni pa bebre wo no no ma hu oman no e ha wa ewo mu eno ane se ato aba na wie ato awie se sade ba ko se hia me ne se ye tu aba yi mpanimfo a ye sere wo mo youth na wo mo ba no omo na ye nwuma ma youth na nya den enya binye e ba sa be makro no so ate chacha to ne mo ne ade no e so beti enti ye se mpanimfo ne se omo ba omo ma bi enwuma ne nkola na e ba omo nya binye ne ma no ma boni free wo man no.
Mama, me da se pa. Well, so these are concerns that we managed to gather from some traders in the Ejisu market. We have more. We're going to share with you more concerns from them as we discuss pertinent issues affecting this particular constituency. Mind you, we are live from the Ejisu constituency, one constituency that has been very loyal to the ruling New Patriotic Party. It is an old constituency under the Fourth Republic, created in 1992, of course, 96. It has had the likes of Osei Eji, who happens to be or who has served as a foreign affairs minister under the S.W.A.S. Kofo's administration. He was a member of parliament in 96, 2000, 2004, 2008. Of course, we had Kwabena Owusu Aduomi, the former deputy minister of roads and highways, Don't forget that some time ago he contested as an independent candidate, really scared the NPP as a former member of parliament on a ticket of the NPP. So Kwabena Osuediomi has also served as member of parliament for Ejisu constituency. Then the late former deputy minister of finance, Dr. John Amputia Kuma, he also served as a member of parliament for this particular constituency. Now we have a new member of parliament after he had won the by-election. I'm talking about Kwabena, lawyer Kwabena Boateng. He is now the member of parliament, incumbent member of parliament, and of course he's also contesting as on the ticket of the NPP. Let's begin our conversation from here, and I would like the gentlemen here to introduce themselves. Then we kickstart our conversation. Inti ubebo dinafi.
Yo, you're right. You're right. Me Honorable Samuel Oduro Frimpong. Abanyakra Chipenia, me Ejisu.
All right. So the municipal chief executive for Ejisu municipality, sir.
Me so me de Kofi Ampofo Japan. Ejisu constituency NPP. Me chairman.
All right, sir.
Me so your friend Prince Asari. Ejisu constituency secretary.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Mind you, we also invited the parliamentary candidate for the NDC. We're still expecting her. Of course, other members of the opposition political parties, they were all invited. So we're still expecting them. It's been raining heavily here. And we just want to believe that is the more reason why they've not been able to turn up. It's been raining heavily in the Ejisu constituency. Honorable, I'm saying UTA a concerns are a free Idremuho Aba. One, roads, a markets, and a so unemployment among the youth. But the best I see, from the roads or with the road, because I say, Tamwa, Dr. John Kuma, Ewuye, na mobile na ye mo shase say mo ye Joshua Kwan. In fact, with few days to the by-elections, day and night, na a year contractor Ejinaso. And I also quite remember, say, Minister of Roads and Highways, a year Asenso Boache by Ebe Share Bose, a quino more ye na a ye John Kuma who and as a by-election tina moye or moye quino or mobile. But concern from the people here, the constituents, they say a quino mojai. Aden abanisa, na mo dada omo.
Yo, Mira, Didicano, Yedasi. Yebeda TV3 for us, Ewa Kenya, Modi Amae, Mamincha, Ejisu Mahine, Nana Frani, Okese, Otoso 9. Ejisu Mahima, Nana Yasanto, Otoso Mino. Nana Numina, na me party chairman, Otemen Chen, Ira, Kofi Ampofo. Na ye MP na eba na program bi ohwa e wose okọ ansa no aba eno nti afa yewra secretary nso e kan ye ho de di kan no ma menka se ansa na by election beba no na akwan bebre wo ho a ye e wo dwuso ha ba ko ye efiri dwaben kwanta ekọ asonoma so kwanta enambo nwure abankuro kwan na ye Chirikrom achiase kwan na yeye ena Ejisu setek kokontanse na yeye mene wo kasai nyame adom Ejisu abenkro yawie mene wo kasa sisi ene ye ko kente festival wo bonwure akwan nyina ye de asphalt eguso Chirikrom achiase nso yera kofujob waye gates dodo no awie na utie mana onwe kwan no eno ye de free setek kokontanase se otra setek ya amna kase bi wo ho a omo ye ho adwuma asese omo de abo akase egum enti duru ho a ekwan no nse lady ne kan amana ye ketwa efise efa omo twa amna kase a omo de abo akase ne niema egum eno ka ho ama adwuma no slow down na yen empanimfo a your krom ha me company for me as MC the party chairman member of parliament ye hu say ekwan ni bi slow down no ye to anamo a company for aka kire wo say adwuma pa ye hya ase no ye manfo no hwe kwan say ye bewie enti omomwa na adwuma no enwie eno na aboa ya ma ne me no ka say ye wura kofijo bonwire akwan day and night or the asphalt ego so Ejisu abenkro ye wie enti nia ewo onwena ye manfo no e complain no ye na omo ya adwen nanso ye ntenai ye ne mpanifo akasa se omo hwe na omo ma contractor and speed it up said ye be ya omo be wie said omo wie afofra aka no.
All right, so Honorable, I still want to stay on the roads because I quite remember. I mean, I want to believe that I'm not exaggerating, but you were working with the speed of light. Speed of light. I mean, you were really on the road. And at a point in time, we all thought, say, within the shortest possible time, like 1 week, would be a because of the fact day and night, and I'm here, Juma. Obibeka say, by the election, and I'm through. 18 and I'm break because of also a duomi factor. 18 and I'm break some of your coin or send a bear. Mulusu sitting for the first time. Emma, an independent candidate.
Mira, Medica can say, a quine baby, Yashasi and Sana by election, Eba. My mention, Drabin Quanta, Ekofa Bunre, Ako Astronomason Quanta. My mention, Ejisu to Abenkro. My mention, Chirikrom to Amoma Chiasi. And my mention, Ejisu Setek to Contansi. Nyamia dom Ejisu to Abenkro, Yawie. Bonye, they say, asphalt. Kronimunina. Irakovijob, Oguso. Nia Atia Kem, na a slow down. Menoya again. The rate at which we were going earlier on are reduced.
And then I'm going to reduce you.
I reduce because a coin on yana say, Odikota and Kweguso. My catcher say, opposite attack. I don't know the term to use, but I'm going to be a house on your Wajumano. I'm going to don't go, I was almost the covers near the gum. Senya Adia Nasa and Camerobeko. Ubeho say, and no. I don't concentrate here. Omo ye adwuma no e na gates na e ko nyina no me no ka say oma ya atwa sie ni mpon ade a omo ko enti nya say omo firi so kra na mom rate no e na aba fom eno na me ka kire say ye mpanifo hu say rate na aba fom no ya anya na ye tu anamo akompanifo ho akobo ma na ye say de na e ko no enmu na omo kire ye say omo pese omo wie saa area na me ka no hwasa ades no so omo eye fi so omo ye enu wie a ebebo ya makwan ne kase no yenya at the moment say odru ha ka na gise obi gina e na obi aba if say omunwie saa adwuma na omo ye no fom no enti enye by election ti e na ne ye kwan no if say ekwan ne bebre ye chaase ansa na by election no eba.
Let me say, President, in the lead up to the by election, the President Munyina Beye campaign wa President by Chief of Staff by Vice President by all the regional executives of the MPP in the Ashanti region by ministers by former MP akwesi oseji munyina no mu in fact ohwe Jubilee House there em say omunyina ba Ejisu ebeye campaign at former president ka say ekwan bia wo Ejisu bia no ono oyawe ne nsa ehye krata ase minim challenge wo mama president I aware say onwe kwan no still no muntimi enwie ye because o share formena for in fact at formena o share Joseph for boy say akwan ni na wo mu bewie.
Yes, and then I can say out of 4 nyame adom 2 are completed 2 na kano including onwe kwan no igusu ayeye ena duration contractor no no ontwa mu 1/4 kra enti kwan a ebeteki emre kakra ansa na awie akinye bia ne ho say the rate at which we were going is being reduced eno de onse mensisa ama no ena make kira say enam sa adwumaden na wo baby asese udura ka ne ba ko gina na ba ko aba omo nye ho nwie ye nti no ama adwuma no esa abegyina ho but yen so a ye timamofo no ye hunu se che nti ha ye manfo no se nea na omo ka no ye gitum nti yetu ho anamo na yenim se anamo a yetu no ebe ye the results.
All right, we will look at the issue of the markets, but I want to ask Chairman a question. Chairman, Mekai pass campaign time by election now when you brepa. In fact, you went round promising the people that all the deplorable roads in the Ejisu constituency will be fixed, so they should vote for you. Indeed, we started seeing some action. You who say if you never be able to go so send you can say yeah be nim say Ejisu akwan nyina omo etimi awie aguso. As a chairman, are you disappointed? O de wonye aban krache ntimi say honestly say also we are disappointed kra no a ensheda nya yi. Are you not disappointed say onye kwan yenya because onye kwan a ye kan eno ne ko delay John Kumakrum.
Yo Mira medase mamenchia ye nana aprano kese nana hima oba ya santoa yempi ene Ejisu mpanimfo nyina na menkase Mira nya mekane se adwuma no si yenwie ye no eye me ya ehamik de na so sade MC yewura oduro frimpon akire mu no ya kwa hodo maybe emamo the perspective Ejisu ya kwa hodo na aban ne sha ase eti wukọ from 2017 a ye ba aban no mu a obehunu se wukọ ba bi ti se kwamo na town roads ewo ho ne enye ya ye dodo no ama omo wukọ ba bi ti se fumasua town roads ewo ho ne enye ya ye dodo no amenka se ya wie ni nyina de eso ya ye dodo no ameka akosi se ekwai ahodo a contractors egusu no sabe enye jonkuma wuo ene by elections e ba ye nti ena aban hye obeya amaye na ye anamo aban no etu ede ahye Ejisu animonya efiri se Ejisu da bia se de ne MPP tie no Ejisu nya MPP mu da enu nti MPP nso enya Ejisu mu da na ye no krese akwa no ahodena ye di shame no ekofom kakra de di ka ye nyina ye nim se amanzi kasem eba form kakra ye de ye nim ba bi free covid ni mun sensem ni nyina enu achi no se de ewura yi kan onwe kwan no se wo hwe ba bia wo kan na eye bridge eye a wo frɛ no covid na wo mu ye wo ho enchen ni nyina ye ensuo eye afro eti de mpanifo na me ate asen se esese o mu treaty eho ni yie na wo treaty a it take time to cure ansa na wo ye bibi ama ekwa na timi agina yie se wanya ne sa na de ahopepre eye a wo ye ya eni nansa na afi ase esabu agum eti eye no kra ekwa no eho no ekofom kakra ehaye a se de MC kan no meneno ne MP yetu ho anamom akompanimfo akobo mamane amom nso ahyebo se enya de a omani afri kwa no so contractor no wono na oye bonwure kwa no a nansen yenkomo edidi ye no ekire se enche kura wote ne nsa free bonwure kwa no ho a baabi a wo sa de nani abekire eye Ejisu tu kontinase ekwa no a sese eka se enam covid na o mu hye wo ultra sector ho no ano o mu hye ho na ama project na slow down but enya de a o mayi o mani afri so etiane de meka se de ye panu no seka enru se ye nto aba na nka ye wie eso road construction ye process eti ekomo a ye didi ene se de ye si ate no de yenim se enche kra de akamu bia contractor no beba asa begina so no ba ebekọ and 10 terms at the year.
All right, now let me engage the secretary of the constituency or the constituency secretary of the NPP. What do you want from any constituency? Because I'm the where you are a campaign M1 or NAM. My name da oko onye any other places are Moshe Kwanya say na any as I knew. Are the people not disappointed? Already a market women akasa mama I express some concern. A former are they not disappointed about the fact that Moshe Mobose Kwan Mubi but any anything?
Yo, Medawasi, Bapani, campaign you know, me that sa zone or your floor home kwasu zone, a hona me da. Na minim sene ekwan etie abibia ye faso ekoye campaign mpanifo adaroma sene omohye ekwan na se no sene me mpanifo di kan aka no na ahoden no wosoro na adwuma no dooso contractor no na adwuma no edooso enti me gidi se bonwe kwan no watimi aye ne kama no saa so na obeba baye sector 2 continency ye mesre afri me mindful ye kwaso zone abusuafo a omfa saa kwan no so abribia no de me say ekwan ye abotre ene ye de ye kwan no se contractor wo kwan so ye kwan a ye de kinyanya na ka adeche ya na ka ehu say ye de black na to so na so no ye process se ya wanto ne bo asen so anye the right thing na se opepre no ho se ne yenso ye penentem se onye no no opepre no ho eya enche ne kwan na san ase obusuafo omo yan aso ne besan aka se ekwan na sen ye asan atutu nti mesre yan ya fasa kwantempo no so no se omunya abotre ema aban no ene contractor no na emrepam no migidi se enche kra ye behu ekwan papa the bia the late John Kuma de no okan say ono de quality any here no quality and speed work intino ye besrewom say omunya abotre ema aban no na enche ye behu say yakwan no aye kama.
Would you agree to and with anybody obeka say madada omo especially say nipa ni free onwe ofri John Kuma Krom ofri kwaso obeka say bosha mo share omo no na mo dey pe vote because of the by election ye wi en moja etimada da omo secretary
yo medasi madaroma the late John Kuma na me ben pa na nkomo kakra na wo kwan no ho in fact na medium minim say contract no na ewo ho a ya nka mpanifo hyase tama na ote ase nyina enti mpaso enye se ofiri mu no enti na mpanifo ekọ saa kwan no so na ye kwan a ewo ho de dawa ya na ye twen se yewura nka obefiri amano ne beba ahoden wo honom na wone contractors no adi nkita ho a ka ombetimi akọ ekwan no so esan se mpanifo contractor edi kan akọ kwan no so kra ma omukọ omne highways authority mpanifo hia ema ekoye se omo ye handing over kwa ansana yewura obe free ti yewura free mu no ne chese akoye se ne saa na tie dia yem wa ye ho na yenhwe na yetimi enye ekwan no animanimu ya na so se na midi kan kai no ekwan ye ya abotre ekwan ye ya abotenti ye ndada wom ye ndada ye manfo ba ko se timesre wo se omunya abotre na contract no de na ewo hokora de dawa a nanka se nya yewura ne free mu a ka ba this time kra no nka ye koye nim bebre na so nyame no pe de nyame pe na wo ye enti ye besre ye manfo enye na ada kra se ne vote ne de pe vote ni de ehu hia esese omutimi ehu de ya ye wo constituency ni mu road ya kwan do na ya ye a ye de ye nim se ye toa aban ne so a ye behu akwan papa ewo edweso nti abotre ene ye besre ye manfo no.
All right, so let's go back to the market and listen to constituent. I'm talking about the women who are also constituents of this particular constituency. That is Ejisu constituency. Let's listen to them. I'm say what constituency name?
Say cook Marcia and I'm a boy. A talker and crying.
It is a OMP ewa ha anka dear nanka beka kire no.
Say Ibesa MP.
Say be a MP and I say be a president and I say omo pe parliament akono. E dey asem na person ka kire omo.
Give us almost say I know mama eating. Until one show me now ma and mam from Kakramaye. You say the mama eating.
Mame na swear.
Papa made them to me one. But they are having and say, "You can't in you don't me bono and say you can't go." No 9 o'clock. No, I drive a funny person upon. They amusement to me. I can. So, more no money. You can't my.
All right, Mate. Mame kwaha na me musa eye minyaba. Okay, all right. Yeah, mame. Yeah, we don't say si wano sa adey. Ede na ekoso. Na bacho what constituency movie?
Me ready
yo. Mami say onyanye ready. Anyways, but yankwa ha. Na ye mami mo so medi enkomo. All right. Mami eni nkomo. Mami na te say.
Eradi adom na won so e.
Me ho ye na o constituency mu bi.
Me pa chewa.
Na mo problems wa ha ne say.
Me pa chewo. Ye problem wa ha ne say. We say no mo eden. Na me ni first no be na ntisa. Since no o to ade a ye nto. Onyi nya me kwa na tambia na ne tumi kwa do so a. Wo hu ye moba ye to na kakra. E say no ahochire na ye den. First no kwa be na yakasa ye no kula no na nka ye se dia no odin de bia ene ubana wo ene ubana to ade 10 pesos ade be chiro beba na ko be 10 cedis ye se dia no odin tinyame na mushumu ko yomobo.
All right, mama na swear
o me so kakra minimu ni say ma edwana ye dia sabe ye de be hwe ye nkola asa sika Eja ebedi aton niama ade ahwe ye ma no school eni sika ye de ye adwuma no eti ama adwuma no ye no aye den atosi ni bebre eti ye sre aban ne se wo moye evi se sika ye de be peja ye adwuma no ama na anya nkoso ama ye anya bi ahwe ye ma no eno mom na eso ye ma ye.
All right, mama me da say mama nko ha say so na me ne me mama nkasa mama na o hote say
pa cho me ho yo
did say o Ejisu constituency mu be
pa chai
mama na mo ha ene say nya bi adwomi nko a but baby a wote e ho e de na ekoso mo ha ne say
ha ne de enya de a ha na ye wo mu no ebetimi ye beka say bi e na ase chine betwa efisa nya de a ewiase besa akọ na chibiem yanim na na ye kọ efisem free se be 10 years ni na enipa ewo wiase no and I am more than that enti nya de enipa ebenya ne te se first no enti how ne de eden ye beba aha
na emprempre no se bianka MP ewa ha ana parliamentary ka ne omo mpese omo kọ parliament no ana ban unipa bi wa ha anka ede na anka wode beto nanim
nkade am de batu nanim an say obi akasa kasafa dollars ani ayi hunti anu na nke esrom so omutimi tete sa niama ne so a sa dollars ne niama omutimi tete so a niama no omukoyi be beba fom ama obi atimi atobi ama yenso ye ho aha yen say ye badwom ne ye beton ade a de ye benya no kurantimi nidwa yandi enim se ba bia ayedene ba dollars ni ilo ni pounds na ekọ nanim no ana ama sa problem na benti so mutimi gugu niam mu kakra mi fi se yenso ye ho betoye kakra
Okay, Mame, me da say. Let's get here and see who we can speak to. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we are still in the Ejisu market. Mame, let us say.
Yami adumayo.
Na Ejua let us say.
Nyami kupanda romaye. Mpacho. They have make a cran say o man pen waya de pa. Waya de. Timi amankwala ko school free bibia na say no. Kasa abren ke beto abede ne say kan ya ba fom kakra man. So say ne ma board. Tie say na da roma. O man ne ma mra fom kakra man. No an yesre na say o man ne ma mra fom kakra man. Tina da roma.
Mame me da say. Mame nkona me ne me mami so enko twetwe enkommo. Mame me chia o.
Ejisu.
Mame na bibia bokọ de.
Yami adum.
Na mame me say oye ote constituency mu. Ejisu constituency. Mame na mo how any say.
How any say nyoma e koso dodo. Omuma nyoma mbra from. Eto ade ayento. Nyoma boa ye din dodo. Ama ye hu chiri ye. Omuma nyoma mbra from kakra mai. Enu na ye me problem.
So mami ha me say enkatie adwuma na we ye. Na enkatie adwuma no say no okase no ne boa ye din na o chire mu say.
Enkatie boa ye din. Yes man enkatie 15 bottle 15 million ade abechi obeko mo say 16 ade abechi 17 sa ade na de bia omutu nyoma mu sa nti ade nyoma ye tum bebrebe no yesre wo mo a omuma nyoma mbra from ahochire ne do osumai.
Okay, me da say mame. All right. So we are still connecting with the people from the Ejisu markets. All right, eti we Ejisu markets. Ye mame no mo omo ehawa omo kum ena omo ene ya share. Me patcho se wo ha ya manto microphone ba ko ha. O ha na se ene MC wa ha. The constituency chairman enso so e wa ha. So and I secretary any other members of the governing New Patriotic Party. In fact, Omona so far Omo Abaha because we early on spoke with the parliamentary candidate of the NDC. In fact, we met her. We're expecting her to be here, but she's yet to turn up. Of course, other political parties also. You know, Mina Casasi Homini, but Omina Etimi MEP Moha. It is a constituent. Na say issues bia and I say Asimbisebi Edema the municipal chief executive Abakra Chepenyo wa Mijidi say ono so beti na face so anu ya e wo say odemano ono so dia ba. Iti microphone no e wa ha obetimi aba na also wabebusa o question. So honorable now let's talk about the issue of the market. I mean, concerns have been raised. Mano edidwa me kan na mame ba ko ka say sika o mudi bedidwa no ehun ayeden. Assembly mo won hihye bi say ebia emano wo petimi a support your more financially be a capital bi na omo de ewura omadwuma mu ana.
Yo, me da semira. Odaroma assembly no SF no ensheda enisika yedema obi so mfanko didwa na yenim se adwuma dodo aye nyina no mostly se ope capital injection o bank ya one ne ye adwuma ono so asene na watumi apagya kosika wo de ye adwuma mu enti da bia yetuma no for say adwuma aye no yensie bi wosika korabia efise enei se wo sori ko bank bia se ope bosia na onyo bi a wo de sika to sa bank na ebeden se obema wo sa sika ne bi enti ye wo enwumaku ahodo a ye so masne ya ben maslog no mo ene ade ye wo sa akuaku no wo a okohwa na omoye assessment ehunu say oye obi a oye credit worthy yama obosia utua said etie bia banks ne bebre menya advert ma obi a yenim say saa na omoye no enti hwansa ye ma me ne nuama no ka capital injection no yesro mo so say sika no nipa no bebre oye adwuma wi no akekere sika no ebi kura timi gya wo sika o do bet ebi a eja sebe ekoto eyin a na akohye enti omo nsua say empedodo na ebetimi ne banks no edi nkita ho na yesika na akọ amaye hia sika say ye de be adwuma because empedodo na ye adwuma no eye banks ahodo na so yasene ema yenya bosia ede adwuma o se de
minim say Maslock sika no or idea as to how much na aban etimi at this best say wo district here.
Say Maslock mostly a regional based. Enti dodo na call regional office. Na omokoye no be assessment. Na wa qualify no na ye de amount.
All right, chairman. Edwadifo ma no aka se bi ya na yetete se Maslock sika ne ba executives mo sheda pa select party for na mo de amawo mo. Na omonkwana enjoy Maslock can say unkuta party card as Jadinia Maslock kano unya bi secretary say mebusa no ehho asem mekai say election say ba yesatete say bia mutimi de Maslock sikani bi ba especially say bia pani bi wo na so access to Maslock sikano a yetete say iskani bi timi ba na bia nipa no e de ye campaign say mema obosia but say oto aba no e de mame chairman party for a crime ben no mofa so e assess Maslock ska obi a oye party ni oba bema odidwa
yo Mr. Mira Maslock sika enye party sika Maslock eye financial institution aban financial institution awate e de boa ekuafo ene nipa bebre eti ansa ubenya Maslock sika no sabe predu asa enye party asem emma party honom eye Maslock fo no ano mo mo hihye mint na anka se minim Maslock fo o mo hihye a o mo fa so e de ye adwuma no na emom se wo busa wo ka se party ya ye ne de ende minim se Maslock enye party asem Maslock ewo ho magana fo nyina na wo mo aba behwe no ma your assessment no ma hunukwaya o mbefa so aboa na wo kasikase mu de ma menka kakra every says kasam de minim be a banker retired banker no ana maya abesi se me call retirement na yewra MC kasa no odi afutuo kakra ma ye ma me ne ye nuama ne ye ma o mu didwa no enokra ne se empanimfo ka se ye de nam eneyi nam eti wo didwa no wo hia se obi beso asne kakra na sabe mpredu asa obi beso asna na ejidi a wo mu ntra na bede wanya jidie wo mu gisa wo ne tu anamon na wo hunu se wo namon tu a wo tuo no eye anamon a onu tu a ebeboa na se bank ebeso asna sabe nya se bia wo sika no so kese bia na mom kakra wo de beto hodmo no ena wo monso timihwe so na wo de bi aso so wo hwe microfinance institutions rural banks ye ha say ye wo banks ahodo na wo ha ye wo mainstream banks no wo ho commercial banks no ye wo rural banks bebre nso wo ho no wo munyina no wutime ne wo moye susu kakra etibia otu susu be bosome mienu miensa no ma hwe so abo ho amaw na ya de ma nso na de ko hye na sebe wamfa ankoye yie ko ana bibisa na dan kakra ubehunu se sika de ma ho no wodi di dwane nti ubetimi atua utua ya bank de ehwehwa no what the Mabosia no one himself a saba, what to one was saba bob no say, saba jibi. Eti a best dresser, Yama menoma, omudi jan, yenu manum, Yama omudi jan, ya omun suya sano so, Sadia Baya, Emrebiano, Ombenya banka mo maso masne, na womana montu omujedi omutuni, and also akoya mom.
Secretary, members saying, and what do you mean as secretary of the party? Ama ometimi assesse a Maslok Sikaniwi.
Yo, Medasi, send him in penny for Kayano, Maslok office, a war, Kumasi, Angloga Junction, a Huanewo, a Nuti, Miakasa personally there, as secretary, me use party in the Akoji, Bessia, Ediama. Nipa kubia na say obi de me nye bie na emumu no say oba office na say o se opese o access bia me kire kwan no ba bie wo na wa wakọ na wo no makodi nkita ho na say o qualify na omo de amount sa pepepe.
Okay, all right. Honorable, let's talk about the issue of employment. I know Ejisu municipality has a lot of youth. What opportunities have they been able to get as far as employment is concerned under this particular administration?
Thank you very much. Adia Bakwa, your board you should din, I kaka home, Bonure Kente. Yenim say at the tourist, maybe ever a man's name. And now I'm a party chairman, and I'm an MP. You free Bonure, Nanka Yakwa, you will drop in. And I want to answer if I intuma and the other. Na regional minister, Oman Penin, so Emma, Era minister, Andrews, a Japan Messi, Messa, Bessina Nine, Board Gadata, or Bonure Kententi. Yenim Sagana ha, you won't crowd doa, Kenti. Nanso, Obianim say, Oka Kinta. Na a bonure asem na woka enti dia ban aye ne se de beye na emabunu a wo Ejisu potam ha ebetumi anya adwuma ye so far as kentenwene eye concern no wabesi bonure museum kente museum e wo bonure afei baabi a omotena anwene ntoma no so aban aye bia ma wo mo a enei ukọ bonure a Mrantie bebiri edom ho hye kentenwene mu a eboa na se abrofo no ene ona na obansahwe no esan se na bonwure ekwan enyenti no na eno so e hard man ene nyame adom se o drive ofi Ejisu ha etie se wo so ko bonwure a hwiebe meet dunum na e wo so ho fi se ekwan no aban ye ni nyina firi ha akosi bonwira atwam ko asoma so nkwanta enti saade ye a aban aye no aboa amene se enka ne nipa be se du na nwene kente e wo bonwira ene wo kwa mo se mrante ne bebre edom ho hye mo a omo eye sa adwuma no ene wo pa ho a ekuaye eye ade ba ko a Ejisu ha emabunu ema ene mema nso yede ye ho ahyem ekuya nso yede ye ho ahyem aban enche kra na nipa bese ahanwotwe ede otwe a through director of agric na register omo a omo nyuma ne omo ye oboa se ye be ma omo akande a omo de be boa ama emfuo no ayeye na ekuyaye aya kono ede ama mabunu enti ne mabunu bebre me amete me do aburo me do bayire me do bibia bi efise aban ama ekuyaye aya kono planting for food and job enti bebre ye de ho ahyemu a ye eno pa ho a aban 1D1F ode ba ko abre ye do no aso eho ne ye ne se emu dua ye dua no uwie a enka na gisi ye so amo no nyina de free ha e de akokumase ene wakoso ene aban da Roma
eho ni Okay, all right.
We premium food. Okay. We are kwaso. We sa omoye emofre aduane a we kwa omoye a omo export e de ko. Yes, into one day one day for no. We omoye serious. Na omo de ko. But the me kan de otra onwe oda bridge na ho nyina valley na wo ho no. Ya pemranti a omo do ho agimu ene. Omu dua mo no bebre. Aban so abeye factory a ye de be so emo no ho de ama enei yensesa emo no paddy rice no mfi ha enko kumase enko so enti eba krakidwuma mu so a yewura Dr. John Pontua kuma adaroma na otiase no emfa ne kransie security work no so oboa mabunu bebre migration for police for yenka no say fire service eno so nyame adom mabunu bebre nso enya bi aye enti yenim say mabunu ni nyina enya adwuma enya de nso dodo na wose yetimi bo omo no ya bo omo sa kwan amakan so ama omo so enya adwuma omo ye
o hwe eye MPP party no a Joseph eni mabro kra omo to abama mo 96 omo to abama mo 2000 2004 2008 2012 2016 2020 ni nyina omo di amamo mo hwe bra and of course mobile bam 2000 to 2009 and masaba biem 2017 till edem mu twa kusi 2024 mo share opportunities are political opportunities are Ejisu constituency ediama party no na o share development e wo Ejisu under MPP administration, not even under NDC, but under MPP administration 2 times and I'm winning elections, general elections. Will you say, in fact, we need 2000, 2004, it's a new Bako, and I feel 2008, it's more we need when you're about 16 years in government. Will you say, sir, you have been very fair to the constituents in terms of projects?
Mira Medase. I'm saying the projects in amount every 2017 ABC na ye ka say there be asa ye ka no ye ntumi nka say niema ye nkrofo hia nyina yetimi di ama wo mo there be yes ani anya no kwafo nenso esan say Ejisu eto aba bum 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 edema MPP nti MPP nso onya ye muda de di kan yen MPsa abedi akonwa wo Ejisu nyina no obia kwa wanya hwekura no the deputy minister nsaka yera osaje na oye foreign affairs minister yera kwabra oso adiomi obeye deputy minister of roads and highways yera Dr. John Pontua kuma nyamefa na kransie deputy minister of finance e kire say party no
In our world today, where everyone